So the topic of this video is going to be clouds. The overall topic I want to discuss for a minute, and then I want to get into clouds. So there is something that I have been noticing when it comes to flat Earth versus globe Earth. And one of the things that bothers me is that a lot of what we see is not repeatable. When I was going through school, which I understand school is an indoctrination center, but when I was going through school and had to do science fair projects, you basically had a hypothesis, and then you had to set up your tests basically to see if you were right or wrong. And, if you thought that plants needed, I don't know, mineral A, it seems like so many people had plants, mineral A, and that by taking such, they'd grow 5 inches taller than if they don't have it. Well, you give some of those plants mineral A and some you don't, and you see what the difference is. It's you're able to ask questions and you are able to do the experiment. But it seems like a lot of the facts about the Earth are not repeatable. And while that doesn't automatically make them false, it makes them easier to question. Because, okay, so gravity. They say gravity exists. I can't recreate gravity, but we're just told that it's there. We're told that, in order to really make a rainbow, like a good rainbow, like the ones we see, you have to, get a prism, and some people even say, get a glass of water and, to really make a pretty rainbow. But the water droplets make that kind of rainbow. Yes, I can get a little rainbow out of my water hose, and it kind of curves a little. There's no way for me to get enough water droplets to make a rainbow. And yet we're told that that's the answer for rainbows. It's just the sun coming through water vapor is giving us those kind of beautiful rainbows. Again, if I try and repeat to get that kind of rainbow, to get the real crisp, good looking rainbows, I can't just use liquid. I can't just turn on my water hose. Also, too, your rainbows are usually showing when you still got the water on. But it's no longer raining when we see rainbows. So to clouds. So to get to clouds. On NASA's website, they tell you how to make clouds. But you have to have a container. Like with a lid. In fact, they tell you if you want to get rid of your clouds or make the clouds go away, remove your lid. So, like a firmament? I'm not trying to be a smart aleck, but that kind of sounds like you need a firmament for that to happen. So, in order for me to repeat what I see outside with no actual lid, with just gravity holding air, which is not a lid, because technically gravity is holding air everywhere, right? They tell us that if we scale a mountain and we start getting up super high, air pressure starts dropping, and it makes it hard for people to breathe. There's less pressure up there where the clouds are than where I'm trying to make clouds. Right? So wouldn't my natural lid be better? Shouldn't my natural lid be better? Why can I not create clouds under even more pressure to hold them there? Why do I have to put some sort of lid on it? A genuine question. And I'm sure there's going to be people wanting to make fun of me in the comments. Feel free. I would prefer nice comments, actual discussion. But it feels like when the flat earthers have genuine questions, nothing's repeatable. Which, again, does not disprove anything by itself. But if it can't be repeated, it also can't be proven. And we're just told, well, that's because it is. Because someone else has gone up there and seen that we don't have a firmament, that we just go into space. I would like repeatable scientific experiments. And yet, if you go to NASA's website, you got to put a lid to make your clouds. It's kind of weird that NASA tells you have to have a lid on your experiment in order for clouds to be there, remain, be created, blah, blah, blah. It won't even work. without a lid. And then they try to explain the reasoning in the description as to why it's different in the way that the earth does it, even though I'm in the earth, working with air. The only real possible explanation that I could try and give, which I still think fails, is that the cloud that I'm creating might be less dense and it's trying to go up. But when it actually hit my lid, the clouds in the experiment don't hit the lid. And whatever I plopped the lid on, whatever air was in there, is no different than the air around. That's not, you're not controlling what air goes in there. Leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching this one. Thank you for making it through this video. I do plan to make a couple little shorts out of this as well. So stay tuned for those, and please stay tuned for my next long video. And thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.